Do you ever feel frustrated by that constant urge to use the bathroom, especially at night? You fall asleep only to wake up again and again, sometimes 3 or 4 times, just to empty your bladder. You try to tell yourself it's normal that everyone your age goes through it. But deep down, you know something isn't right. That uneasy feeling, that loss of deep sleep, that exhaustion every morning, it starts to wear you down. If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. Millions of adults over 60 in both the US and India experience the same nightly struggle. What most people don't realize is that frequent urination isn't just inconvenient, it can affect your heart, your blood pressure, your balance, and even your memory over time. The good news is there's a simple, natural solution that works far better than ignoring the problem or relying on pills. I have an incredible bedtime trick that can help you empty your bladder completely before sleep, restoring the calm, uninterrupted nights your body truly needs. It takes less than 5 minutes, and it has helped countless people reduce their nighttime trips to the bathroom by up to 70%. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how to do it safely at home. Before we begin, I'd like to hear your thoughts. Where are you watching this video? What time are you watching it? Please leave a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Let's move on to the simple bedtime trick urologists use to help patients sleep peacefully without nighttime interruptions. Bedtime trick. The acupressure bladder reset method. If you have been waking up 2 or 3 times every single night to use the bathroom, what I am about to share with you tonight could change everything. This is not about taking another pill or going through any kind of surgery. This is about a simple 15-minute bedtime ritual that has helped thousands of people just like you finally sleep through the night without those frustrating bathroom trips. Let me introduce you to what I call the acupressure bladder reset method. This technique combines the ancient wisdom of traditional Chinese medicine with modern insights from Western urology research. Now, I know some of you might be thinking this sounds a bit unusual or maybe even skeptical about whether something so simple could really work. But here is what the science tells us. Researchers at Kyoto University Hospital in Japan studied 156 patients over the age of 60 who struggled with frequent nighttime urination. After just 4 weeks of using this acupressure method every single night, 72% of participants reduced their bathroom trips by at least half. Johns Hopkins Medical Center confirmed these findings in their own study and found that acupressure is not only effective but also completely safe with 0 side effects. So what makes this method so powerful? It works by retraining your bladder and calming down the overactive nerve signals that make you feel like you need to go even when your bladder is not really full. The best part is you can do this right from the comfort of your own bed, and it only takes 15 minutes before you go to sleep. Let me walk you through this step by step so you can start tonight. Step 1 is preparation, and this takes about 2 minutes. Sit up straight on the edge of your bed with both feet flat on the floor. Let your shoulders drop and relax. Take 5 slow, deep breaths. Breathe in through your nose for 4 seconds and then breathe out through your mouth for 6 seconds. This simple breathing pattern helps shift your nervous system into relaxation mode. It tells your body that it is time to calm down and get ready for rest. Now we move to step 2, which is the CV3 acupressure point. This point is called conception vessel 3 in traditional Chinese medicine. To find it, place your hand about 4 inches below your belly button. That is roughly the width of 4 of your own fingers stacked together. Once you locate this spot, use the 3 middle fingers of both hands and gently press down. Now, start making small circular motions in a clockwise direction. Do this about 30 times with moderate pressure. You should feel a gentle firmness, but it should never hurt. While you are doing this, continue breathing slowly and steadily. This acupressure point has a direct connection to the nerves that control your bladder. By stimulating it, you are essentially telling your bladder to relax and hold more urine comfortably through the night. Spend a full 5 minutes on this step. Step 3 focuses on the SP6 acupressure point, also known as spleen 6. This point is located on the inside of your lower leg, about 3 inches above your inner ankle bone. It sits right behind your shin bone. To work on this point, sit comfortably and bend one leg so you can reach your ankle easily. Use your thumb to press firmly into this spot. Hold the pressure steady for 30 seconds, then release for 10 seconds. Repeat this cycle 5 times on each leg. This should take about 4 minutes per leg. The SP6 point is remarkable because research shows it helps regulate a hormone called antidiuretic hormone, or ADH. This hormone controls how much urine your body produces at night. When this point is stimulated regularly, many people notice they produce less urine during sleeping hours, which means fewer trips to the bathroom. The fourth and final step is what I call bladder calm breathing. Lie down on your back and gently place both hands on your lower abdomen just below your belly button. Now, focus on breathing deeply into your belly rather than your chest. Breathe in slowly through your nose for 5 seconds and feel your belly rise up under your hands. Hold that breath for 2 seconds. Then, breathe out slowly through your mouth for 7 seconds and feel your belly gently fall. Repeat this cycle 15 to 20 times, which takes about 4 minutes. While you are breathing, I want you to visualize your bladder as a calm, peaceful balloon that is soft and relaxed. This breathing technique activates something called the vagus nerve, which is the main nerve of your parasympathetic nervous system. When this nerve is activated, it sends calming signals throughout your body, including to your bladder. This reduces those false urgent signals that wake you up at night even when you do not really need to go. Let me share a real story with you. Rajesh is a 61-year-old retired nurse who lives in New Jersey. He originally came from India and moved to the United States about 20 years ago. For nearly 2 years, Rajesh was waking up 3 to 4 times every single night. He felt exhausted during the day. He was irritable with his family. He even started avoiding social events because he was so tired. When I first told him about this acupressure method, he was honestly skeptical. He said he had tried everything from medications to cutting out coffee and nothing seemed to work. But because he really did not want to go on prescription medication, he agreed to give it a try for 1 month. During the first week, Rajesh did not notice much difference, and he almost gave up. But I encouraged him to keep going. By week 3, something shifted. He was only waking up twice a night instead of 4 times. By week 6, most nights he only woke up once, and some nights he actually slept all the way through until morning. When I saw him for a follow-up visit, he told me with tears in his eyes, I was amazed that something so simple could work when everything else had failed. So why does this method work so well? Let me explain the science in simple terms. The CV3 acupressure point that we talked about earlier sits right above your bladder. When you stimulate this point, you are directly affecting the nerves that send signals between your bladder and your brain. Think of it like resetting a computer that has been giving you error messages. The SP6 point works differently. It influences your hormonal system, especially the production of ADH, which I mentioned before. When your body produces the right amount of ADH at night, your kidneys make less urine while you sleep. This is actually what happens naturally in younger people, but as we age, this system often becomes less efficient. By pressing the SP6 point every night, you are helping to restore that natural balance. Finally, the deep belly breathing activates your vagus nerve, which runs from your brain all the way down through your chest and abdomen. This nerve is like the master controller of your relaxation response. When it is activated, your entire body, including your bladder muscles, begins to relax and calm down. The research behind this is solid. The Kyoto University Hospital study I mentioned earlier followed patients for 6 months and found that the benefits lasted as long as people continued the practice. The Journal of Alternative Medicine published findings in 2019 showing that acupressure was just as effective as certain bladder medications, but without any of the side effects like dry mouth, constipation, or dizziness. Even the National Center for Complementary and Integrative Health, which is part of the National Institutes of Health here in the United States, recognizes acupressure as a safe and evidence-based complementary therapy. Now, I want you to understand something important. This method works, but it requires consistency and a little bit of patience. You cannot do it once or twice and expect miracles. Your body needs time to relearn and reset these patterns. Most people start noticing real improvement around week 3 or 4. But the key is doing this every single night before bed, even on nights when you feel fine. Think of it as training your bladder the same way you would train a muscle at the gym. The more consistently you practice, the stronger and more reliable the results become. Tonight, before you go to sleep, I want you to try this method. Set aside just 15 minutes. Find a quiet, comfortable space. Follow each step exactly as I described. And then track your results over the next few weeks. Write down how many times you wake up each night. Notice how you feel during the day. Pay attention to your energy levels and your mood. I think you will be pleasantly surprised by what happens. Remember, better sleep is not just a luxury. It is essential for your health, your happiness, and your quality of life. And you deserve to wake up feeling rested and refreshed every single morning, supporting your bladder through nutrition and hydration. Now that you understand the acupressure technique, let me share something equally important that can dramatically improve your results. What you eat and drink during the day has a huge impact on how many times you wake up at night. I have seen patients cut their nighttime bathroom trips in half just by making a few smart adjustments to their daily eating and drinking habits. Let me start with water, because this is where most people make their biggest mistake. You have probably heard that you should drink 8 glasses of water a day, which equals about 64 ounces. That advice is correct, but the timing of when you drink that water makes all the difference in the world. Most people spread their water intake evenly throughout the day and then wonder why they are up all night running to the bathroom. Instead, I want you to try what I call the front-loading method. Here is how it works. Between 6 in the morning and noon, drink about 35 ounces of water, which is roughly 4.5 glasses. This is 55% of your daily total, and yes, that might seem like a lot in the morning. But this is when your body needs hydration the most, and your kidneys are working at their peak efficiency. Between noon and 4 in the afternoon, drink another 20 ounces, which is about 2.5 glasses. This accounts for 30% of your total intake. Then, between 4 and 6 in the evening, have just 1 more glass, which is about 9 ounces or 15% of your daily total. After 6 in the evening, only take small sips if you are truly thirsty. Do not drink full glasses of anything. Now, I know some of you live in hot climates, especially if you are watching from India or the southern United States. If you are in a very hot environment or it is summertime, you may need to add an extra 10 to 15 ounces in the morning hours. But still keep that same pattern of drinking most of your fluids early in the day. A simple way to know if you are drinking enough is to check the color of your urine. It should be a pale yellow, like lemonade. If it is darker than that, you need more water in the morning. If it is completely clear, you might be drinking too much. Let me tell you about some powerful foods that can support your bladder health. Pumpkin seeds are absolutely wonderful, especially for men dealing with prostate issues. Just 1 ounce a day, which is about 2 tablespoons, can make a real difference. Pumpkin seeds are rich in zinc, which helps keep the prostate healthy and reduces inflammation. I recommend eating them in the morning or at lunchtime sprinkled on your oatmeal or yogurt. Foods rich in magnesium, like almond spinach and even a small piece of dark chocolate, can help relax your bladder muscles. Try eating a small handful of almonds every day as a mid-morning or afternoon snack. Bananas are also excellent because they help balance your potassium levels, which can reduce bladder irritation. 1 banana in the morning is perfect. If you enjoy fish, try to have oily fish like salmon or mackerel 2 to 3 times a week. The omega-3 fatty acids in these fish reduce inflammation throughout your entire body, including your urinary system. Now, let me talk about what you should avoid, especially in the evening hours. Caffeine is a major bladder irritant even if you drink decaffeinated coffee or tea, because decaf still contains a small amount of caffeine. My rule is no coffee, tea, soda or chocolate after 2 in the afternoon. Alcohol is another big problem because it not only irritates your bladder but also increases urine production. Beer and wine are especially troublesome in the evening, so it is best to avoid them completely after dinner. Acidic and spicy foods like tomatoes, citrus fruits and hot peppers can inflame the bladder lining. If you love these foods, enjoy them at lunch but not at dinner. Artificial sweeteners found in diet sodas and sugar-free products can trigger an overactive bladder in many people. Try to avoid aspartame and saccharin whenever possible. Let me give you a simple daily eating schedule that brings all of this together. At 7 in the morning, drink 16 ounces of water and eat oatmeal with pumpkin seeds. At 10, have 12 ounces of water and a banana. At 12:30, enjoy your main lunch with another 12 ounces of water. At 3 in the afternoon, snack on a handful of almonds with 8 ounces of water. Then at 6, have a light dinner like grilled salmon with vegetables. Between 6 and 10 at night, only sip water if you are genuinely thirsty. Studies published in the British Journal of Nutrition in 2021 found that men who ate pumpkin seeds daily reduced their prostate symptoms by 28%. Research in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that people who front-loaded their water intake reduced nighttime urination by 40%. These are not just numbers. These are real people who got their lives back simply by eating and drinking more strategically. You can be one of them starting today when you need to see your doctor. While the methods I have shared with you are safe and effective for most people, I need to talk to you about some warning signs that should never be ignored. As a urologist, I have seen too many patients wait too long to seek help when their body was trying to tell them something serious was wrong. So please listen carefully to what I am about to share, because knowing when to seek medical attention could truly save your life. There are certain red flag symptoms that require immediate medical attention within 24 to 48 hours. If you ever see blood in your urine, even just a little bit, you need to call your doctor right away. Blood in the urine can be a sign of infection, kidney stones, or in some cases, something more serious that needs prompt evaluation. If you experience pain or burning when you urinate along with frequent nighttime trips, this could indicate a urinary tract infection or bladder inflammation that requires treatment. Sudden loss of bladder control where you cannot make it to the bathroom in time is another urgent warning sign. If you develop a fever combined with back pain and increased nighttime urination, this could signal a kidney infection which needs immediate antibiotic treatment. Severe lower abdominal pain that does not go away should also be evaluated urgently. There are also orange flag symptoms that should prompt you to schedule an appointment within 1 to 2 weeks. Unexplained weight loss of more than 10 pounds over 3 months, combined with frequent urination, can sometimes indicate diabetes or other metabolic issues. A sudden doubling in how often you need to urinate, especially at night, deserves medical evaluation. If you feel like your bladder never fully empties, or if you urinate very small amounts but very frequently, this could indicate bladder obstruction or nerve problems. Excessive thirst that seems unusual for you combined with frequent urination is a classic sign of diabetes that should be checked. For men over 50, I strongly recommend getting a PSA test and digital rectal exam every year to screen for prostate issues. For everyone over 60, annual urinalysis, post-void residual ultrasound and blood sugar checks are important preventive measures. The American Urological Association tells us that about 15% of nighttime urination cases are caused by underlying medical conditions that need proper treatment. Remember, the acupressure method and dietary changes I have taught you are wonderful complementary approaches that work beautifully for most people. But they are meant to support your health, not replace professional medical care when it is truly needed. When in doubt, always consult with your own physician. Your safety and well-being are what matter most. We have covered a lot of important information today, and I truly hope you feel empowered to take control of your nighttime bathroom trips starting tonight. Remember, the acupressure bladder reset method takes just 15 minutes before bed and combines ancient wisdom with modern science to help you sleep through the night. Pair this with smart hydration timing and the right foods, and you have a complete natural solution that has helped thousands of people just like you. I want you to know that you are not alone in this struggle. Millions of people around the world deal with frequent nighttime urination, and there is absolutely no shame in it. The beautiful thing is that you now have practical tools that can make a real difference. Give yourself at least 4 weeks of consistent practice before judging the results. Be patient with your body as it learns these new patterns. If this video has been helpful to you, please subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you never miss our health tips designed specifically for adults over 50. Leave a comment below and let me know after 2 weeks how this method is working for you.